I just saw Dr. Malich walk in. So Dr. Malich, I learned about Justin, which you'll meet here in a few minutes, from Dr. Malich. And she says, there is this 9-year-old you need to meet. And I said, okay. And so I talked with his mom, and they were on the phone together, and he's jumping around. He's like a little bean. And then the other thing that I learned from Dr. Malich that I did not know is what a fidget toy was. I had never heard of a fidget toy because my kids are in their 60s or in 50s. Yeah. My great-grandson is 9, and I don't know if he knows about fidget toys or not. I'm sure he does. But the bottom line is, now the kit contains a fidget toy in the kits. Dr. Malich is the Director for Youth Development and Social Initiatives. She is for the city of Las Vegas. She oversees programs from the cradle to career. Her education extremely qualified for making her do this. And she's a native of Las Vegas, so she understands what the community is all about. She's been a teacher, a dean of students, assistant principal where she had the opportunity to open up the door for new middle school and high school. And she was then promoted to assistant superintendent of educational services, oversees adult education. She's wearing me out. Adult English language learners, adult corrections, juvenile corrections, credit recovery schools, alternative schools, attendance enforcement, safe and drug-free schools, and Indian education opportunities. Do you think she has any spare time? So I cannot believe how honored I am to introduce Dr. Tammy Malich.
So good afternoon, and it is such a pleasure to be here with you. So most of the wonderful things Connie said about me were in my CCSD school district life. I did that job for 30 years. Working with young people is a passion of mine. Working with adults also. I retired from the district 6 years ago and came over to the city and started to do the work I do there, which allows me to work with young people and older people from cradle to career. In that work, I get to meet amazing young people like Justin that you'll get to meet. Justin, I always say when I grow up, I want to be just like Justin, and I'm in my 60s. So luckily, Justin hasn't figured out why I'm not grown up yet. I get to work with young people and provide opportunities. So when Connie came and met with me and shared with me this idea, this concept she had, as a mom, as a grandma, as a person who worked in schools and had the responsibility of keeping all those kids safe. When parents send their kids to schools, they expected me as the principal to keep them all safe. And there are moments when you feel like, oh, I don't really have the ability to do that wholeheartedly. So what things can I do? What measures can I put in place to put us in the best spot? So when she explained her concept to me, I thought, what is there not to love about this, right? Because it allows us to give a feeling of safety and security. And heaven forbid there is a disaster, it allows us to locate those young people. The fidget spinner idea was really about, as a teacher, I used them in my classroom to keep kids that had lots of extra energy, to keep their hands busy so that they could focus on the instruction. And I am that person. And so I know as an adult, I have a little bit of that in me. And I know I work better when I'm moving, when I'm walking. For those of you who don't, this is one type. Fidget spinners are probably the most popular. These pop-its are another type. If you have kiddos with extra energy and they have this in their lap or in their desk, it allows their mind to focus on instruction. And again, I'm not adult. I am far more productive if I am walking around the room. When the phone call comes in, I'm the person that has to walk because I think better. And so in an emergency, we want to keep kids calm. This helps calm them. But we also want to keep them busy because idle minds, we all know that saying, right? And so I thought it was such a great idea. And part of what Connie shared was we need a child ambassador. She really wanted a high school kiddo to promote this. And I said, well, I know some high school kids because I was a high school principal, but I know a person who is just perfect for this, And he thinks like a high schooler in a lot of ways, although he's only 9. And so I've had the privilege of working with Justin since he was 5. Wow. Justin single-handedly started trying to change the world at age 5. And I thought, wow, if adults would just take an ounce of the time and energy that this 5-year-old is putting in to serve his community, wouldn't this world be a much better place? Yeah. Now, I would be remiss if I didn't say that Justin has an incredible support system. That doesn't just happen, right? Justin has parents who are committed, engaged, and they don't just pour into Justin. They help out multiple groups of young people. They spread the wealth. And so I'm so envious of the way they give of their time. Justin has a grandmother and an aunt. Justin has a whole community, a whole village. And every adult in Justin's life helps pour that into others, so that if their parents are busy, working, don't have the time or the resources to be able to support them, his family does that for others, which teaches Justin and shows and models for Justin this idea about leadership and community. The work here at this facility, as an educator again, for young people and adults with disabilities, this is so critical. This work is so critical to give folks dignity of life, give them workforce skills, give them a purpose, and help them take care of themselves. I'm a big believer in community-based instruction, and that's what we do with young people who have learning disabilities. How do we get folks out into the community and help them become self-sufficient, or at least a little more self-sufficient if they can't fully be? So models like Opportunity Village are so critical to our community. We are very fortunate. We live in a country where we are able to do that. There are some places that give up on people that do not meet a criteria that somebody has decided is the criteria. So we're very fortunate that we are able to serve all, because the best communities are communities that take care of every single person. Not people that look like me, not people that look like any of you. Every single person. It takes all of us to be the best community. So I'm proud to be here, even though this isn't a city facility. I'm proud to be here on behalf of the city of Las Vegas and Ward 3 Councilwoman Olivia Diaz to help see this project through completion, at least phase 1 of complete. Not really completion, right? It won't be completed till every individual has a kit, but somewhat towards completion. So thank you for letting me come hang out with you. I love to be where the cool people are, and you are all the cool people. So thank you for letting me come and share in this exciting opportunity with you.